Donald Trump, in his third run for the White House, has made retribution central to his motivation in the event that chosen. For hard-working Americans, November 5 will be our unused Freedom Day, Trump said as he featured this year's preservationist political activity conference. But for the liars and cheaters and fraudsters, and censors and fakers who have commandeered our government, it'll be their judgment day. Potential targets incorporate previous Rep. Liz Cheney and other people basic of his endeavors to upset his 2020 vanquish. He has of late said Cheney and individuals of the House committee that examined him ought to go to prison, in spite of the reality they've not been charged of any violations. Final year, as he complained of weaponization of the equity division after being arraigned, Trump said he would designate an extraordinary prosecutor to go after President Joe Biden and his family. Donald Trump's campaign technique has been to say that everything is chaotic, that the world may be an unsafe put and the country is falling separated, that Joe Biden is an awkward pioneer, and the as it were way to spare the country is to vote for Trump, said Jennifer Mercica, a history specialist of political talk at Texas A&M College. That's not abnormal for him. He has been saying that since 2016. But the methodology has been darker this time around. He truly needs to retaliate for his misfortune in 2020. She included, and he is exceptionally great at utilizing dialect as a weapon. But how distant seemed Trump go, in case chosen, in carrying out such a vision? Or how much is it fair outline to disturb up his supporters, numerous of whom show up energetic to embrace his message? The reply is, it depends, said Bruce Green, a Fordham Law morals master who examined this correct issue back in 2018. At the exceptionally slightest, a revenge campaign, as Trump has depicted, would require a noteworthy reshaping of the modern-day equity office, which encompasses a convention of freedom dating back to the post-Watergate time. Inside arrangements ordered at the division after the Richard Nixon Watergate scandal sought to partition legislative issues from law requirement, and presidents of both parties have since tolerated by that develop, until Trump concurring to Green. But those approaches aren't codified by law, Green famous, and in the event that Trump were to designate a lawyer common who grasped his hypothesis of clearing presidential control and caution, examinations may be propelled into seen foes. Indeed, at that point, there are still backstops in put to discourage Trump's more pointed dangers. DOJ authorities and prosecutors who are not politically appointed may debilitate revolt, as has happened within the past. Proof of wrongdoing would still have to be displayed, and courts might dismiss politically motivated cases that need adequate confirmation of a wrongdoing. So you'd have anything the conventional restrictions are made by our legal handle, counting the structure and statutes. But you wouldn't have the gatekeeping work that we've checked on the Justice Department to work out, Green said. It's moreover worth noticing Trump attempted to target his political adversaries amid his final organization and confronted resistance. He raged at Jeff Sessions, his to begin with lawyer general, when Sessions recused himself from the DOJ's examination into Russian interfering into the 2016 election. In different social media posts, he named individuals Sessions ought to go after, counting then FBI Chief James Comey, Hillary Clinton, and Barack Obama. After terminating Sessions, Trump found what numerous accepted to be a friendlier partner in charge Bear. Bear surrounded extraordinary direct Robert Mueller's Russia report in what numerous said were more favorable terms for Trump than the discoveries justified. He too drew examination for interceding within the government's case against Trump's to begin with National Security Counsel Michael Flynn, and for recommending a lighter sentence for longtime Trump ally Roger Stone. The activities driven numerous Democrats and former DOJ officials to decry the politicization of the division beneath Bear's administration. But when Trump encouraged Bear and the Office of Justice to thrust a story of race extortion after his misfortune to Biden in November 2020, the lawyer Common, and others declined to drop in line. Then Vice President Mike Pence, a supporter to Trump, too stood up to his requests to singularly dismiss the decision, comes about amid the certification on January 6, 2021. Elaine Camark, a senior individual of administration, considers at the Brookings Institution, said she accepted Trump would be halted once more on the off chance that he attempted to use his office to go after foes or other acts of reprisal. The establishing fathers expected a Donald Trump, Camark said. They built a framework of checks and equalizations,